A Military Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder Guide. Chapter 1. PTSD for Military Personnel and Veterans. Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder/PTSD info. Post-traumatic stress disorder/PTSD could be caused by anything from fighting in a war to being in an accident to being the victim of a crime like a rape. Post-traumatic stress disorder is basically an anxiety reaction to something that happened to you in the past that was frightening or stressful, such as rape, child abuse, military combat, prison life, or a natural disaster. The afflicted individual often relives the experiences in daydreams or nightmares, sometimes can't sleep, feels alienated from society and suffers guilt from having lived while so many others died in the trauma. A person with post-traumatic stress disorder can't seem to help reliving some traumatic event in their minds. It's like a fantasy world they enter. This causes a feeling of hopelessness. With emotional support and counseling, some people get over it, but many stay stuck in this limbo for life, keeping it all in, never able to let go of it. People in the past who went through tough situations did not have the luxury of modern-day psychobabble. They had to keep moving to support themselves. Many of the people who suffered in World War II seem to have turned out fine. Veteran PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is an anxiety disorder that can occur after you have been through a traumatic event. A traumatic event is something horrible and scary that you see or that happens to you. During this type of event, you think that your life or others' lives are in danger. You may feel afraid or feel that you have no control over what is happening. All people with PTSD have lived through a traumatic event that caused them to fear for their lives, see horrible things, and feel helpless. Strong emotions caused by the event create changes in the brain that may result in PTSD. Trauma and mental health. Trauma, violence, and abuse are common. The effects of trauma may appear right away. It may take years, or you might keep on living and forget it. Being the victim of trauma may lead to drug or alcohol abuse, unhealthy eating, smoking, unsafe sex, hurting yourself, or thoughts of suicide. If you need help, get a referral from your family doctor. If you have health insurance, call your insurance plan. Your employer may offer an employee assistance program, or EAP. If you do not have access to an EAP or employer-sponsored health insurance, you may be able to get Medicare or Medicaid services. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS. 877-267-2323, TDD, 866-226-1819. States Department of Insurance. NIC.org/state_contacts/sid_websites.htm. NASMHPD.org/members.html. Findtreatment.samhsa.gov. SAMHSA's National Helpline 1-800-662-HELP, 4357. 1-800-487-4889, TDD. samhsa.gov. Facebook.com/samhsa. Twitter.com/samhsagov. YouTube.com/samhsa. Blog.samhsa.gov. Veteran PTSD websites at culi.org/en/health/mental_disorders/anxiety/post-traumatic_stress. Subcategories. Associations. Management. Support groups. trauma-pages.com, David Baldwin's trauma information pages. Information for clinicians and researchers in the traumatic stress field. massey.ac.nz/trauma, Australasian Journal of Disaster and Trauma Studies. Electronic journal which discusses the effect of disasters and trauma. emedicinehealth.com/post-traumatic_stress_disorder_PTSD/article_m.htm, emedicine health post-traumatic stress disorder. Overview of post-traumatic stress disorder and its causes, symptoms, and treatment. twilightbridge.com/psychiatry proper/ailment guide/PTSD/PTSD.htm, freedom from fear. Articles highlighting the evolution, etiology, risk factor, psychotherapy, and pharmacotherapy and treatment of PTSD.
mayoclinic.org/diseases-post-stress-disorders/basics/definition/con-2002254, Mayo Clinic, post-traumatic stress disorder. A description of symptoms, complications, and treatments for the disorder. healthcommunities.com/post-traumatic-stress-disorder-overview-of-ptsd.html, mental health channel, PTSD. PTSD overview, symptoms, prognosis, diagnosis, and treatment information. myptsd.com, PTSD forum. A post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, online community. angelfire.com/ks/sraosa, survivors sanctuary. Message forums, chat room and personal accounts of survivors of trauma. vva.org/ptsd.html, veterans benefits guide, PTSD. A guide to recognition and treatment of PTSD for veterans, as well as information on financial and legal assistance and benefits. Veteran PTSD websites. mentalhealth.va.gov. National Center for PTSD. ptsd.va.gov. Pause and Stripes. pauseandstripes.org. ptsd.va.gov/public/ptsd-how-common-is-PTSD.asp, U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. mentalhealth.va.gov/ptsd.asp. Vets for Warriors. This non-profit organization provides a toll-free and confidential hotline number at 1-855-838-8255 for any veteran who wants to talk with a veteran peer about their struggles and adjustments. vets4warriors.com. ncptsd.org, National Center for PTSD. psy.uq.edu.au/ptsd, University of Queensland. vietnamwarbooks.org. patiencepress.com. bain.com/trauma anonymous. PTSD chat/groups/forums. cptsd.help. Community is for the many individuals who have identified their condition as CPTSD. facebook.com/groups/40064936331732, PTSD survivors support. facebook.com/groups/602262426474036, spouses of veterans with PTSD support group. facebook.com/groups/78331060509642, PTSD peer support. facebook.com/groups/live-elephants-and-sort. facebook.com/groups/NICU PTSD support group, a Facebook group for individuals suffering from PTSD, anxiety, and depression related to neonatal intensive care and the health of a child. facebook.com/groups/veterans PTSD project support, veterans PTSD project support forum. hopeforhealing.org. pandies.org. Pandora's Project is a 501(c)(3) non-profit organization dedicated to providing information, support, and resources to survivors of rape and sexual abuse and their friends and family. Women with PTSD and CPTSD support. A Facebook group for women suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and complex traumatic stress disorder, also known as developmental trauma disorder. facebook.com/groups/334593213374943. Meetup PTSD Philadelphia. This is a group dedicated to empowering and affirming those suffering with PTSD. meetup.com/PTSD Philadelphia. PTSD organizations. Anxiety Disorders Association of America. 6000 Executive Boulevard. Number 513.
Rockville, Maryland 20852. 301-231-9350. 800-737-3400. ADA.org. International Society for Post-Traumatic Stress Studies. 60 Revere Drive. Number 500. Northbrook, Illinois 60062. 847-480-9028. ISTSES.org. National Institute of Mental Health. Park Lawn Building. Number 15C05. 5600 Fishers Lane. Rockville, Maryland 20857. 800-532-4440. 800-956-6264. 800-647-2642, Anxiety. 800-421-4211, Depression. NIMH.nih.gov. All-around support group providing referrals, resources, and treatment. They will direct you to the nearest mental health center in your area. Many publications. National Mental Health Association. 1021 Prince St. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 800-969-6642. 703-684-7722. Fax, 703-684-5968. NMHA.org. All-around support group providing referrals, resources, and treatment. National Victim Center. 309 West 7th St. Number 705. FT. Worth, Texas 76102. 800 FYI call. NVC.org. Helps support crime victims. Sidran Traumatic Stress Foundation. 200 East Joppa Road. Number 207. Baltimore, Maryland 21286. 410-825-8888. SidraN.org. PTSD websites. Dartmouth.edu/DMS/PTSD, National Center for PTSD. PTSD.va.gov, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder. remilitary.com/article-ptsd.html, listing of resources for information on post-traumatic stress disorder. mentalhealth.va.gov/ptsd.asp. ptsd.va.gov/public/pages/fs-list-self-help-cope.asp. nctsnet.org, a rapid response support team, RRST, to provide consultation to local, state, and federal agencies. ncptsd.org, National Center for PTSD. acc.gc.ca/clients/sub.cfm $source=forces/stress, Veterans Affairs Canada, PTSD. greyfenwood.army.mil/1idmhs/default1.hdm, 1st Infantry Division Mental Health Section. icisf.org, International Critical Incident Stress Foundation, ICISF. ISTSES.org, International Society for Traumatic Stress Studies. PTSD.com, PTSD.com, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder Resources. asoldiersmom.blogspot.com. ncptsd.va.gov. anxietycenter.com. va.gov/ptsd/stress.html, traumatic stress. vac-acc.ca/clients/sub.cfm $source=mhealth/ptsd_war stress. welcomehomesoldier.com